Hey everybody, I am down at the toy store and the weather outside is acting crazy. I kind of waited toward the end of the night to get my video going because I got quite a bit of pricing knocked out, and that makes me feel a little bit better. I've got a couple things left I want to get done. I've got some shelves I want to work on. I kind of talked about the stuffed animal shelves, extending those out, making them a little longer. I want to get that done. And I wanted to talk about the $2.99 clearance bin. I've been adding to it. We've sold quite a bit of stuff off of there today. And I can't remember if somebody mentioned it in the comments, but they said to put it up front. And as soon as people walk in, I'm like, hey, there's the $2.99 clearance bin. I've got plenty of everything on there. It basically forces people to look at it. I'm not saying it forces people to buy off of it, but it makes them aware that it is there. I forgot to mention these shelves while I was walking by them. I'm gonna use these for just whatever toys I price, and I think will look good up there. Those will be fun. I'll just put random stuff on there. This is still very messy up here, don't get me wrong, but I had toys stacked to about right here, and this is how far I made it. To be fair, I've been cherry picking stuff out of this stack, pricing it. People have been buying stuff out of here, so it's going down just a little bit. I'm gonna extend these out real quick. It's gonna buy me a little bit of room for stuffed animals. And the good news is I ordered a big wire dump bin, retail display bin, whatever you want to call it. Should be here tomorrow. The idea is to transfer these stuffed animals into that bin and possibly use this for more puzzles and games, because we got a lot of puzzles and games. Not trying to avoid the stuffed animals, but I need to pull all of the stuff off this bottom shelf, and I really need to dive into cleaning up the puzzles and games. The last 2 or 3 loads didn't have any puzzles and games, so it was getting pretty thin, and then this one had a bunch and it's getting bigger. Anyway, I'm gonna do the stuffed animals. I know someone's saying, hey, why are you doing the stuffed animals? You just said you were gonna move them. Well, there were a lot of stuffed animals in the newest load. I have a feeling there's gonna be another toy haul coming in real soon. And I think it'll make me feel a little better getting more stuffed animals up there, because I also have bags and bags of stuffed animals in the back. Hello? How you guys doing? Okay, I had a customer walk in, but I think I was talking about the stuffed animal area, and the reason why I wanted to focus on that today, I need to expand the puzzles and games aisle. There were a lot of puzzles and games this load, and I'm not going to be able to show them all because I have put some of them up, but a lot of puzzles and games. Basically, almost all of this stuff. Yeah, that's quite a bit. Also, this shelf right here, which is back by the figure wall, I'm thinking if I can turn all the stuffed animal shelves into puzzle and game shelves, I can I can move these on this kind of like standalone unit. I can put wire, I can use the slat wall shelves that are in there, but I can move all of that stuff over here, and I could probably get most of my puzzles and games off the floor onto shelves, clean out this bottom area here. And the reason I'm saying this, if you checked out some of the videos before, probably around Christmas time, around in that time frame, puzzles and games, mostly games, I'm saying puzzles and games, but mostly games were a huge sleeper. I should probably explain that a little bit. We sold a bunch of games over the Christmas holiday, and I'm thinking we kind of sell a bunch of games now. I sold some games today, but games are really, really good. We do a pretty good games business here. I would put our puzzles and games aisle, I would put it up against any local store in terms of selection, in terms of pricing, variety, which is probably just another word for selection, but I feel like our puzzles and games aisle, I think we got them smoked. It kind of makes sense to me to get the stuffed animals into bins and get games on this wall. Everyone let me know in the comments what you're thinking. Do I expand the games and puzzles over that way? I do like how the stuffed animals look here, but they're always falling down. Everywhere else I've been, they're in bins for the most part. I'm gonna hate to get rid of this because I have a sentimental attachment to the stuffed animal section, You can see it from the cash register. A lot of people fill in right here for stuffed animals, but I think it's time to make a little bit of an adjustment on that. I ordered one bin to give it a test run. It's 3 feet by 3 feet. And my main issue is I don't have anywhere to put it. If I put it in the middle here, one of these blocks right here, one of those blocks is a foot. So it would take up too much room to put right there. I'm not sure what the best option is. Maybe empty this out, put it right here. Maybe get rid of these, put it right there. Maybe get rid of where the balls are at, put it right there. I just really don't know. So I ordered this stuffed animal bin without any real idea of where I was gonna put it. We were busy yesterday, we were busy today. The store didn't have power today until 3 o'clock. I got a little caught up. Don't get me wrong, I got a little caught up on the pricing. I have lots of little projects going around the store I need to get caught up on. This table's been doing really well. Even between breaks, it got emptied out a little bit. But people keep asking me if these carts are $2.99. I've had 4 or 5 people ask me, which tells me I need to get those out of the way. If you have more than 1 or 2 people ask you, probably need to change it, right? I touched on this just a little bit yesterday, but this part of the store, the front to the right, it is really starting to come together. I love the colors right here, and I did not like this shelf right here. I fought it, didn't like it, but the more I've been using it, the more it's kind of growing on me. And believe it or not, people are starting to come to the right. Before they would walk in and they would automatically go left. I wonder if it's a psychological thing. I'm normally up front when people come in. If I'm working in the back or whatever, I really watch the windows. If I see someone park, because you can see we have great parking. You can see our parking lot. And if someone comes in, I come up to the register. This is my view, right? So I can look around the store. It's really starting to look colorful in here. If you've been watching the channel for a while, you will see that the store has really just grown. It's really coming into its own. It's starting to look really good. But anyway, back to what I was talking about. This is my view, and that's kind of why I did not like that shelving unit. I feel like I can't see out there. I got cut out Ben Affleck man in the way. It is kind of growing on me. And the reason I don't like solid shelving right here, because I can see through these shelving units. I can see what's going on. I can kind of watch the store. We have cameras. I'm not really worried about people stealing. This is really a pretty decent little neighborhood. It's not necessarily about that. I just want to be able to see what's going on in the store when there are customers in here. It kind of makes sense. You want to be available if anyone has any questions, or if they have something up high, you want to be able to get it for them. But while I'm standing right here looking at this, everyone can kind of see what I'm doing. I don't know why, but this Target load felt like it had a lot of color in it. Kind of putting Mario, Pokemon stuff on that one. The other one, I'm putting more like Disney, Barbie, those type of toys. That's going on the other one. While I'm standing here though, I kind of want to address the Lego situation. We are running into a lot of smaller sets of Lego in our loads, and these are becoming kind of what I would say chaotic. And the reason they're becoming chaotic is because we had big sets that would fill this whole thing and you could kind of see what was going on. Now it's a pretty big mixture. It's a hodgepodge. It's starting to look, I don't know what the word is, but it's starting to look choppy, mixed up. I'm not saying it's an eyesore because it works. It's Lego. Get it? It's Lego. You build stuff, but it's not like Tetris. And I really need to get out here and straighten these out. I'm going to focus tomorrow on facing shelves, making stuff look a lot better, because I really am making headway in the price. I touched on this yesterday. This is really a random video, but this section, the doll section, the Monster High, the Rainbow Junior High, the Disney, Barbie, the L.O.L stuff, this really got a boost from the last Target load. Lots of good stuff on that load, and I'm hoping we have a real busy weekend so I can line another one up. The last thing I want to talk about before we leave, since I was behind the cash register, I am getting a heck of a collection back here. I'm using stuff out of damaged box toys that were open and only had a couple of the characters in them. I like to put stuff up here I like, give the toy store a little bit of vibe. And that Lego Pirates set, that's actually from my personal collection. Some of this stuff, like say, I get somebody that's like, whoa, that's a cool Aladdin, I'll give it to them. Or a little thing up here I'll give away if someone notices and mentions it. But I will not be giving anything off that Lego set away. As a matter of fact, I should probably take this home. It's getting stuff stacked on it. I've got the minifigs back there, and I don't want to lose anything off that ship. I rambled on long enough. I wanted to kind of update everybody on how today went. And tomorrow is Friday, TGIF. I know I'm ready for the weekend. I hope everyone else is ready for the weekend. And until next time, I will see you later. Peace.